Wow. You know, wow.
I wasn't expecting that, Lynn. That was a negative, and right now I need 2 positives.
That was, and I'm going to say, the worst Anfield performance I've seen under Klopp. Shocking. I mean, what is happening? You know, I came into this match and the league still being just on my mind. I'm like, yeah, let's just win here, fine. And now let's just focus on the league here. And maybe the players were thinking the same thing. Because that was... Complacency isn't even the word. I wish we were complacent. That was an utter shambles. Oh, let's just go, get the job done, and then really focus on the league. Like, this will give us a chance to, you know, sharpen up a bit because we've been a bit wasteful. Like, yes, good. At home, against a team that we should beat. Jota, Trent, Bajcetic, all back. And who else? Doesn't matter. I looked at the bench at the start of this match and I was like, ooh. Ooh. So I'm thinking, okay, fine, let's just sharpen our blades here against these. But the team that turned up, you know, I was taking notes during the game. Think maybe I'll talk about this or that. Kelleher saved it with his face. Had a little shiner. I was like, fucking yes, Queeveen. But that was about it, to be honest. As little structure as I normally have in these shows, I have 0 structure today. Purely going off vibes. And we could have lost 5-0 if it wasn't for Kelleher. Yes, he was at fault for the first goal. He was devastated as well. You know, I tried to talk to him, but there's no talking to them after a night like that. We were bullied. We were mugged off in our own stadium by a team that played better than us. And it wasn't like, okay, yeah, they just played better, but if we had done this, if we had just converted. There was nothing. It's almost like the game plan of hang on to it around the defence and pass it back and forth between our defenders and the keeper wasn't a good game plan. I'm no manager. But we were just so we were walking around the place. I mean, very rare have I seen a team who don't just, fair enough, we start bad all the time. But then we pick it up and then second half, cop end, it's like, what's it going to be, 3, 4 goals? Whatever we need to do, we'll do it. Let's put it that way. No, we got worse. Worse. And Skamaka, I respect your tats, okay? But it's bad enough that I picked you as my top striker in my draft pick. I didn't have a lot of options left. In my FPL draft pick a few years ago. And you did fucking nothing for me. And now this? Honestly. And look, you know, I like to keep things positive here on this show. And I'm trying to, what positive can you take from that? Well, maybe it'll give them the kick up the arse that they need. Maybe they can rest players for the return leg and really focus on the league. Honestly, we played like idiots. We were just walking around, passing around our defenders. I know, look, Atalanta made it hard. They didn't give us a lot of space. They were physical. And they played brilliant, to be fair. Atalanta were brilliant. And you know what I appreciate about them? All right, I'm going to say this. They weren't just a bunch of big diving bastards as well. Really well set up defensively. And they were ruthless. And, I had a suspicion, because I saw they beat Napoli at Napoli a couple of weeks ago, 3-0 or something. And I was like, maybe they're not as bad as I thought. Oh, and also, I never want Joe Gomez to shoot again, okay? Can we just forget the narrative about Joe Gomez's goal? Can we just forget the narrative about Joe Gomez's goal? Or, if he has to shoot, it has to be within 6 yards of the goal. But Joe Gomez was playing like he's a number 8 or a 10 at times. Every time. He probably had the most touches near the box. I can't even really dissect the match because we didn't do anything. No fucking yes scale today. Biggest crime of all. It's not the right time to be putting in a performance like this, you know? Or you might say it's a genius move from Klopp. Sabotage the Europa League. A competition which, it's not worth our time, let's face it, he says after being thumped 3-0 at home. He's obviously sacrificing the Europa League to give us that little edge in the title race. Sacrificing his last European game at Anfield to win the big one. Genius. Genius, Jurgi. Can I call you Jurgi? Okay. Look, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Oh, positives. Robertson played all right when he came on. Like, when it comes to Liverpool, I'm always trying to look on the positives and take the positives. But there was just no positives from that. That was shit. Shit. But I think we're very capable of going there and scoring 3 goals if we can just lock it up. They're very good defensively, so we're gonna have to actually work. We're gonna have to actually do things in the replay. We're gonna have to actually run. Our attackers are actually gonna have to run into space, and our defenders are maybe gonna think about passing it upfield a little bit. Kelleher, if he is playing, maybe don't take 30 to 40 seconds trying to think about the pass. We've got a lot of firepower back. Jota, actually, to be fair, when he came on, looked lively. Immediately nearly won us a penalty, won us a free. Anyway, look, I'm sorry. Just had to vent today. Nothing to dissect. No fucking yes moments. But yeah, not a good time. Not a good time to be putting in our worst Anfield performance under Klopp. Anyway, we are at home to Palace on Sunday. We all know it's a must-win game. And now I'm flipped it. Now I'm like, okay, let's just get past Palace and then get back to Atalanta and fucking... The important thing is when we concede within the first 5 minutes, not to panic and just play our game and maybe try getting better as the game progresses. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend and I will chat to you on Monday.